Sacred Soul Sanctuary presents Soul Healing Poetry. Assalamu alaikum, dear souls, and peace to every soul who has found their way here. In the name of the one who softens, opens, and awakens the human heart. Welcome to Soul Healing Poetry. I am Ghulama Mustafa, and this is a space for gentle reflection, spiritual nourishment, and the healing whispers of Rumi poetry. Here, the heart is invited to speak, and the soul is invited to listen. Welcome back, dear souls, or if this is your first time here, I am so glad you're here on Soul Healing Poetry. I am Ghulama Mustafa, and today we're opening the heart to a feeling that can feel both tender and restless, longing and spiritual emptiness. Mawlana Rumi's Reed Flute poem has a line in it that stayed with me for years. Listen to the reed, how it tells a tale of separation. Mawlana Rumi's Reed Flute. Listen to the story told by the reed of being separated. Since I was cut from the reed bed, I have made this crying sound. Anyone apart from someone he loves understands what I say. Anyone pulled from a source longs to go back. At any gathering, I am there, mingling in the laughing and grieving, a friend to each, but few will hear the secret hidden within the note. No ears for that, body flowing out of spirit, spirit up from body, no concealing that mixing, but it's not given us to see the soul. The reed flute is fire, not wind. Be that empty. Hear the love, fire tangled in the reed notes as bewilderment melts into wine. The reed is a friend to all who want the fabric torn and drawn away. The reed is hurt and salve combining, intimacy and longing for intimacy. One song. A disastrous surrender and a fine love together. The one who secretly hears this is senseless. A tongue has one customer, the ear. A sugarcane flute has such effect because it was able to make sugar in the reed bed. The sound it makes is for everyone. Days full of wanting, let them go by without worrying that they do. Stay where you are inside such a pure, hollow note. Every thirst gets satisfied except that of these fish, the mystics, who swim a vast ocean of grace, still somehow longing for it. No one lives in that without being nourished every day. But if someone doesn't want to hear the song of the reed flute, it's best to cut the conversation short, say goodbye and leave. Take a breath. Imagine the reed flute, hollow and trembling, calling out for its source. That is the voice of the heart, when it feels a quiet emptiness, an ache for something beyond ourselves, something sacred, something whole. Now we all know longing can show up in the small everyday moments, right? When you're scrolling through your phone, checking your connections or your achievements, and you still feel hollow. When you sip your morning tea, and a whisper of, "Is this all?" passes through your mind. When you laugh with friends, but inside there's a quiet tug towards something unseen, something deeper. And when a song plays or a fragrance drifts by, and suddenly your heart feels this tug, bringing back old memories and reaching towards an invisible horizon. This is not a flaw. It is the soul speaking, reminding you there is more. There is a source, and you are yearning for reunion. Let's take a gentle inhale together and let the reed's call echo softly in your heart. I want to share a story with you about someone called Lena. On the outside, she seems to have it all. A thriving career, friendships, she cherishes a loving family. Yet inside, there's a quiet emptiness, a subtle sense that something's missing. Have you ever felt that way? Maybe in the middle of a conversation, when you smile but your heart quietly says, "Is this enough?" Or during a prayer, when the words flow, but your soul feels distant. Layla felt it too, and then she came across this line from Mawlana Rumi. The soul longs for reunion. That longing she had been ignoring suddenly made sense. It wasn't a weakness, it wasn't a flaw. It was a guide, a gentle compass, pointing her towards something deeper than her achievements, something beyond the surface of life. Now here's a lesson. Longing is not a failure, it's an invitation. It's the soul nudging you back to your source, your inner self, your sacred center. And here's how you can bring this lesson into your own life. Notice your longing. Pause for a moment today and listen to the quiet question your heart asks. Is this enough? Don't push it away, and write it down and sit with it and see what it brings up. Slow down and create a sacred space. It could be 5 minutes of breath, 5 minutes of prayer, a short walk, a quiet cup of tea. But let your soul catch up with your mind. Return gently to your source. For Lena, it was her faith. For you, it could be meditation, it could be journaling, it could be writing, or simply sitting with silence. Let this be soft, nurturing practice, not a task to complete. Follow your inner compass step by step. Longing often points to deeper fulfillment, your purpose, your passions, your connection to life. You don't have to figure it out all at once. Just take one gentle step each day. Remember, if you feel that quiet emptiness, it's not something to fix or shame yourself for. It's actually your soul whispering, inviting you home. And when you listen, truly listen, you begin to reconnect with yourself, with life, and with a deeper sense of meaning that already exists within you. So next time you feel restless or empty after success, try noticing it as Lena does, that tug in your chest. That's your soul speaking. Now, there's Jamal. On the surface, Jamal seems curious about everything. He travels, he reads countless books, he engages in deep conversations, he builds relationships, he constantly seeks meaning. But inside there's a hollow. He tries to fill it with experiences, distraction, achievement, but the emptiness lingers. Have you ever felt that way? When you're surrounded by people, yet feel invisible. Laughing with friends, yet sensing a quiet loneliness inside. Or scrolling through social media, comparing yourself, wishing, yearning something deeper starts to stir. Jamal came across a line from Mawlana Rumi. Don't look outside, the treasure is within. And slowly he begins to understand. This hollow isn't something to fear. It's a sacred space, a space to turn inward, to listen, to reconnect with the parts of himself that has always been whole. So here's a lesson for us. Meaning and fulfillment aren't found in endless seeking outside ourselves. The treasure we chase is already within us. And here's how you can bring this lesson into your life. Notice the hollow. Pause and observe the moments when you feel that subtle emptiness or longing. Don't judge it. Simply acknowledge it. Turn inward. Create quiet moments in your day. Meditation, mindful breath, journaling, silent walks, or just to check in with your own heart. Reconnect with your inner source. Now, this could be a prayer, reflection, creative expression, or simply allowing yourself to rest in stillness. Have you ever tried that? Resting in stillness? Just try to sit in stillness with nobody around, without your phone. And start it slowly. Do it initially for a minute, and then increase it day by day. Sitting in stillness and going inwards is very powerful. Trust that part of you that feels whole has always been there. Use longing as a guide. Let the hollow point you towards deeper connection and meaning. One small conscious step at a time is enough. Remember, the search outside will never fully satisfy your soul. The treasure is already within you, quiet, constant, and waiting for you to notice it. I'm sure there's a little Jamal in all of us, the part that searches for meaning outside, when the real treasure is quietly waiting inside. Now that we've noticed our longing in the small moments, let's take a few minutes to breathe with it, to let it guide us gently towards the source. So, sit or lie down, whatever is comfortable for you. Place one hand over your heart and the other on your stomach. Close your eyes if it feels safe, and feel your body supported and grounded. Now, inhale slowly through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Imagine the reed flute sound entering your chest, carrying your longing softly, letting it resonate through your heart. Hold for 1, 2. Allow yourself to notice the place inside where your soul aches or yearns. Name it quietly. Longing, restlessness, emptiness, desire for connection. Now, exhale slowly for 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Imagine the sound of the reed leaving your lips, carrying your longing outward while creating space inside for listening and receiving. Whisper, I hear you, I feel you, and I am here. Now, let's just repeat that one more time. So, inhale through your nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. 1, 2. Now picture yourself as the reed, hollow and trembling, calling softly. Each inhale draws a light and guidance you seek, and each exhale carries your longing outward, releasing resistance and making space for wisdom, insight, and love to flow in. Now, exhale. Bring your hands together over your heart. Take a deep final inhale and exhale slowly, and whisper to yourself, I am the reed. I am open. I am listening to my soul. My longing is a guide, not a burden. Let's pause and reflect together. Imagine the reed in your heart calling softly. Where in your life do you feel empty, restless, or disconnected? What is your soul longing for right now? Can you notice it in the ordinary moments of your day? If you listened carefully, what might your heart be inviting you to seek or remember? Take a moment, place your hand on your chest, and whisper to yourself, I hear you, heart. I see your longing. Now, longing is alive in the small things. It shows up in the ordinary and almost invisible moments of your day, whispering softly, asking you to pay attention. The pause you have before sending a message to someone you miss. The way your fingers linger over the keys, hesitant. Your heart's tugging. A gentle reminder of connection and love waiting to be acknowledged. The quiet ache as you watch your children play, or a sunset dip behind the hills, or someone laughing fully and freely, and your heart senses something beautiful and fleeting, something beyond you, and it longs for that fullness. The subtle tug in your chest when you think about your faith, your purpose, or your soul's calling. A soft, insistent pull towards meaning, towards something greater than the everyday rush. The way your heart skips a beat at a certain song, a scent, or a phrase that reminds you of home, of love, or what has been and what could yet be. The gentle stirring when you notice someone acts with kindness, or when you see beauty in a moment of stillness, or when you imagine a life aligned with your deepest values. Even in these ordinary moments, your soul is speaking. It's not shouting. It's not demanding. It's inviting you to listen, to return, to feel the gentle pull towards the source, towards the part of yourself that knows its way even when your mind is busy. Now, you don't have to chase it loudly. You don't need to force it or figure it out all at once. You only need to notice, breathe, and lean into it for a moment. Let your longing guide you like a soft wind through the reeds, gentle, patient, persistent. Let it lead you home, one quiet, tender step at a time. Dear souls, here's what I want you to take with you today. Your longing is not a weakness. It is a compass. Every ache, every restlessness, every quiet emptiness points you towards the source, towards wholeness, towards reunion with your own heart. Walk gently. Notice the moments when your heart tugs. Listen to the song of your own reed. and speak softly to yourself. Mawlana Rumi reminds us, listen to the reed, how it tells a tale of separation. So even in the everyday moments, your longing can be a guide, a teacher, a bridge to light and meaning. Pause, breathe, and let the wind carry you gently towards home, towards the source that has been waiting for you all along. Before we close today, I invite you to carry this practice into your day. Notice your longing in both the big and small moments. Pause, breathe, and allow yourself to follow it gently, like the reed to the wind. Journal or reflect. Where is your heart guiding you? And what is your soul seeking? If this episode resonates, share it with someone who might need a reminder that even emptiness carries guidance. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey with me, and join me next time as we explore softness as a strength. Thank you, dear souls, for sitting here with me today. As we come to the end of this sacred moment, let your heart carry what you felt today, and join me next Friday for another journey into the soul. More Mawlana Rumi poetry, more whispers, more guidance for the heart. Until then, keep following the light within.